Now, the economic fallout of the Iran war is beginning to ripple across developing economies. And according to an internal bank document reviewed by Reuters, 27 countries have moved to activate crisis financing instruments that would allow them to quickly access funds from existing World Bank programs. Now, the document does not disclose the names of all the countries or the amount of money being sought, but it highlights growing concerns over rising fuel prices, disrupted supply chains, and shortages of key commodities. The conflict has also affected global fertilizer shipments, raising fears of higher food production costs and inflation across vulnerable economies. Officials in Kenya and Iraq have already confirmed they are seeking rapid financial assistance from the World Bank. Kenya is dealing with the impact of higher fuel prices, while Iraq is facing a sharp drop in oil revenues linked to global market disruptions. The World Bank says 101 countries currently have access to some form of pre-arranged crisis financing, including 54 nations eligible under its rapid response option. And that mechanism allows countries to access up to 10% of undisbursed World Bank financing during emergencies. The World Bank President Ajay Banga has recently said the lender's crisis toolkit could unblock about $20 to $25 billion in immediate support, with the potential to scale up to nearly $100 billion over time. The International Monetary Fund had earlier estimated that up to a dozen countries could seek between $20 and $50 billion in near-term support. However, officials say many governments remain in a wait-and-see mode as uncertainty around the conflict continues. Analysts also note that several countries appear more willing to approach the World Bank instead of the IMF, largely because IMF lending programs are often tied to austerity measures. Economists warn that such conditions could intensify social and political tensions in already fragile economies.
Foreigners want to invest here.